Okay, class, I'm going to try by use of the video to show you how to put the medical record together. So I hope this is going to help you with accomplishing the procedure 14-1. So we'll get started, and the first thing I'm going to do is to show you the parts of the paper medical record. It starts with a folder, and when you open up the folder, of course you have clips on both sides, and the left side is used to hold the patient registration form, and generally offices, that's all that they use that left side for. But again, as I will continue to tell you, offices may have different procedures. Also, I might mention this as I go through, and I may mention some of the different forms that go in the medical record. You don't have to worry about trying to remember all that from this video, because I've also put a document that will tell you what each form and where it goes in the medical record. So here we are. We started out with this paper form, this manila folder, and it's a blank slate right now, and then I'm going to show you how to add each part of it. So I think let's go to the labels first. Now, just to tell you a little bit about the labels, one of the things that we do in the index side of the paper medical record, we usually, most offices will put two letters, which would be the first letters of the first two letters of the last name. And this is a typical book of labels, and you see that each name is, or each letter is going to have a different color. All right, so that's how you arrive at that. It is, some offices will use three, but in our procedure, we're just going to use one. You also you have labels for your the year that you're in. Okay. All right. So let me show you how you're going to put those labels on. So we go to the side here, and so now we've turned the record around, and so looking at this even edge up here at the top, that's where our date is going to go. Now these labels, as you can see, they have the like in this example, the year is there twice. So what you're going to do is you're going to wrap that around, and if you just bear with me a second, I'll try to do this so you can still see it. Okay, there you go, and hopefully you can see that, me wrapping that around. So there's the year up at the top. Okay, and then you do that same procedure with the letter, and in this case, the first two letters are S and W, and I'm going to put those on there. Okay, and so now there you see that is the way that it would look with the year label, and also with the first two letters of the person's last name. Now, as I mentioned, some offices might use three letters, and so that would be for SNO, that would be the way that that would look. All right. You also, of course, want to put the full name of the patient, and so you would put that here in the middle. Put that in the middle between the letters and the date. The advantages of the color coding is that once these medical records are alphabetized in the file system, you can very easily look down and see where the changes are in your name. So you would look down and you would see the SWs, and they're all colored this way, and it actually makes it a lot easier to find your records that you need. Okay, so what's going to go on the inside? On the inside, and as I said before, you want to put the registration form here, and that's it. But on this side, which is your right, my left, you would put the tabs, and this is a set of tabs here, right? As I mentioned, there's a document that tells you each of the tabs and what goes in that. And so I just want to physically show you how to put that in your medical record. Okay, so you lift up these clips like this, and then you put them through, and so you have it like that, and then you're going to open it that way. You're going to or affix it down that way. So every time you get in the record, you're going to have to open it up like that and then put your document in there. Now I am going to show you about the progress note that goes in the record. When you're getting ready for the patient, the first day that the patient comes to the office, if they've never been in your office before, you would want to have progress notes already ready to go in there. And so you would have blank progress notes like this, ready to go. And the office would use this type of a hole punch in order to make those holes happen. So this is a special hole punch that's used for the two holes. Okay, so to put the progress note in, first off, you're going to have to find the tab, the progress note tab, and the progress note tab is yellow. So you're going to lift up the pieces of the record, and you want the progress note to go in, and then you're going to put it back. Now, be sure you understand this part, because it's very important. Whatever goes in that particular tab, part of that medical record, you want to be able to lift that up and then see the contents. So don't make the mistake of putting, for example, put the progress note on top of that tab. So, because that would be just the opposite of what it should be. Okay, so be sure that you do that. Also, and I've mentioned this when we had our WIMBA session and we've talked about it, everything is reverse chronological order. So when I open up the progress note, if there were notes already in here, I would want to see the most recent. So the first sheet that I see needs to be the most recent information, and then the oldest information is to go to the back. I want to tell you one more thing, and this is going to be unique to the way that we're going to do this exercise. Some offices do different things with this blank tab. There's one tab here at the end, and it's blank, and that leaves the office the option of doing whatever they would like to with that tab. And so what we're going to do, and you can just do this in your form that you do, you can just do it with an ink pen, but I used a label, and we're going to put our consent forms in this very back tab. And so I believe that's everything that you're going to need to know to put your record together, and then from this point, you will just take the forms that you have been given with your record, you'll follow the scenario, and also be sure to refer to the document that tells you what goes under each one of the tabs. So that's very important, and it's very explicit, and I think that you shouldn't have any problems, but feel free to email me if there's something that's not clear. And so good luck.